Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are transitioning to a republic. And that's the big thing that we're working on today. France and America are fighting. The Russians and the Japanese are fighting. It's all wild. Japan seems to potentially be holding its own here, though, so... please. Oh, yeah, and we're fighting. We're fighting a proletarian revolt in Kalat. Sindh. Sindh is not our puppet in any way, but they could be. I often get Sindh into my, my empire. So we'll see how things go with that. Got our front here. I think this is all one state, so we should be, shouldn't have any problem with front chicanery while we're working here. Nice. Alright, that is a successful small war. Plovdiv Garrison refuses order. Ordered to violently suppress a popular riot in Plovdiv, the battalion of the Northern Thrace Garrison refused their orders, claiming that the execution of such a command would run contrary to the laws of men and Allah alike. Patriotism? I will gladly raise my rifle against the enemies of the Ottoman Empire. Should the Russians come knocking, I will do my duty, as shall we all. But to raise arms against kin, against brothers in blood and faith, sir, this we cannot do. Insubordination, string up the ringleaders and jail the rest. This radicalizes servicemen, makes pops loyalists, adds devastation, and reduces civil war progress. Or, hush this down, we shall rotate the garrison eventually. Increases civil war progress, reduces training rate, and makes the armed forces very angry. I can't deal with angry armed forces right now, so we're going to have to go with the first one. It's not optimal, but it is what it is. Come on, give me a success. Hey, if I... Hold on. There was somewhere I could go that was making this thing freak out. No? Okay. Hey, there it goes. There it goes. I got it going. Yeah! Woo! Rave party! Rave party in the revolution! Alright, that is a success. Law is passed to drafting. Oh boy, they're going bananas over there. Ah, alright. I think we can actually maybe... No, I don't want to do any foreign adventures right now while we're working on... Well, we've got a revolutionary situation here. The Infernal Machine. An attempt on the life of the Sultan has killed many but spared our ruler. A complex device, itself damaged in the attack, is the only trace of the revolutionary left at the site of the attack. It's hard to say what happened. I heard a slow explosion, like a ragged platoon fire, and there was smoke and chaos all around. The people to my right and left were cut down where they stood, but I was left untouched. Plastics? Dial it back. I looked off toward the Sultan, and there was just a bloody void surrounding him. Russia has embargoed us, okay. Limit Kemaleddin's public appearances for a while. Well, this crime is obviously the fault of Kamil Mulos. Kamil Mulos is the anarchist heading up the trade unions. I'm just going to limit public appearances for a while. That'll reduce the Sultan's popularity, but that's not going to matter a whole lot, because the thing we're doing is taking him out of power. We don't want Imperial Prince Kemaleddin Osmanoglu getting into power. There's a revolution in Brazil. Radical Brazil. So this Brazil is autocratic presidential republic. This one is a parliamentary single-party state. Yeah, I don't think I need to get myself involved in that. Unless anyone wants me involved in it, but I don't think anyone does. So, it is what it is. Russia is feeling quite belligerent towards us. They are winning against Japan, but I think Japan has war support protection. Well, at least they should. Their war goal is regime change in Krakow. Bananas. Absolutely bananas. Someone wants our help. So, British Republic is attempting to sway us to their side in the diplomatic play against communist Jodhpur. Offers to owe us an obligation. No. I don't need an obligation from you, Britain. Alright. Event. The Feminine Order of the Egyptian Desert. A group of women affiliated with the Sunni ulema in the Egyptian desert have founded an organization with the purpose of arranging medical and material support for anti-government revolutionaries. The hateful tyrant Osmanoglu has no authority in our temples and no place beside our God, said the veiled woman on the stand. We do not recognize the laws of men, for they are as fallible as the men who create them. We cannot afford to make martyrs of women. This increases civil war progress. Or crack down on the women's religious activities. The Egyptian desert gets reduced dependence income and extra state penalties from turmoil. I'm going to do the second one. Maybe that was the wrong call. Actually, I think that might have been the wrong call, but it's okay. Again, this revolution has a very low chance of actually popping off, given that it's capped. Oh, got an authority deficit because our Sultan is so not well liked. So probably we're going to get one of our ruling parties. I still can't believe we had a massive social democratic party that collapsed as soon as it won the election. That's kind of it was very silly. She sides with Burma. Oh, interesting. German Empire is going to fight Burma, and over what? To establish a protectorate. Well, and to ban slavery. Well, one of those is a good thing. I'm going to not involve myself. Do I have 2 events or just one? Revolutionaries raid arms depot. A band of revolutionaries, rumored to be affiliated with the local governors, have overwhelmed a minor garrison in Bulgaria, leaving 24 soldiers dead and running off with crates full of rifles and ammunition, even willing off a small caliber cannon. 0.2 pounds per man captured or killed. No, this is supposed to be... That's not 0.2. That's just supposed to be 200. 200 pounds per man captured or killed. 50 for information leading to the capture or death of culprits. Believed armed and dangerous, collaborators will be considered equally guilty. Scour the countryside for them. This gives us 20% chance of reducing the civil war progress, but 80% chance of increasing it. And reduced agricultural throughput and reduced radicals from standard of living decreases. Or scour the cities instead. 80% chance of reducing civil war progress, 20% chance of increasing it, and reduced, same things but reduced urban center throughput. I can tolerate reduced urban center throughput. Let's go with the second one. And it backfired. But this does mean that revolution progress is going to go down next tick because it maxes out at the level of... It maxes out at the level of radicalism of the movement, so it should be fine. We got a situation going on in way down south in Dixie. America has a communist French republic popped up, and that, I guess, ended the war. Yeah, so America wasn't able to take any of the things it wanted to take because France was in a communist revolt. So I think that war just ended, I guess. So now they're trying to grab some stuff from Mexico. And Sweden is siding with Mexico. That's wild. I have to say, I am a little bit tempted to side with Mexico. At least one offer of support. Regime change. Oh, and Travancore. But again, I don't want to mobilize my armies right now in this situation where my stability is being threatened by this revolution. Hold up. No, thank you. Get someone else. Get one of these European powers. Get Canada. Canada's a Russian protectorate. I had no idea. Oh, it's an obligation. Gosh. Do I want to do this? It's a big risk if I do this. Oop. I didn't think that was going to disappear. That's okay. I didn't really want to do it. Violent suppression leads to increased discrimination. Radicals in Ottoman Montenegro seem to be getting support from discriminated Serbian citizens within the state. Italy sides with Mexico. Okay, wonderful. I don't need to deal with that. Got central planning. If they want to protest, then we should let them. We got a success, so we're at voting. If they want to protest, then we should let them. We will likely only make things worse if we try to force them to submit. If we have to deal with them in the future, they will all be in one place and much easier to take care of. We say where they can and cannot protest. This makes the armed forces happy, or let them protest where they want. So this gets increased radicals from discrimination by 50%. On the other hand, if we say let them protest where we want, this gives only 20% increased radicals from discrimination and 10% migration attraction, but makes the armed forces mad -2. Armed forces are pretty good, plus 15 right now, so I'm going to go with the second one. I don't want extra radicals from discrimination in Serbia. That's a sad panda situation. We got central planning, so let's work on production. We want conveyors. Conveyors is a good thing to have. Oh, we want pneumatic tools. Conveyors can go after that. Military is doing pretty well. We do have aircraft carriers spreading to us, and maybe we'll do pneumatic tools and then do mobile armor, and that'll let us keep our superlative advantage in military. So, oh yes, in the hands of the state. Did he smash his head into a cell wall? Was he tortured to death? The official story that the local governor's affiliated revolutionary died from cholera convinces only the gullible and the willfully blind. Only one thing is for certain. His supporters are livid, and they are out for blood. It was the Freemasons, I tell you. I heard it from that butcher down the road that the warden's a member of that accursed cabal. It's them or the Greeks, or both. The Sultan is one, too. That's why they often. The Sultan is Greek? Listen, kid, he says, blowing a cloud of thick smoke into the dimly lit room. There's a lot of things they don't teach you in school. Murderers, cries the crowd. Civil War progress changes by +10. Local governors get extra strength. Or, only Allah and the warden knows for sure, let us kindly ask the latter. This increases radicalism by 10 and gives us a little devastation. Let's go with the first one. It is going to get us Civil War progress forward, but I don't want to increase radicalism of the movement because that's going to create a completely different problem. This way, this will go down by 9.7%, and, oh my goodness. There's war popping off in Europe again. Everyone's about to fight everyone else, and nobody wants to get along, and I'm just here in the Ottoman Empire trying to stay together while we turn into a republic. And we're just, it's a struggle, friends. The procession of provocations. Dissidents in Cyprus have announced plans for a major march around government offices in the near future. While they profess peaceful intentions and claim everyone will be unarmed, the march itself will obviously serve as a rallying point for those unhappy with the government. That damn parade and that infernal music. I can't even see them from here, but I can hear them loud and clear. Stop that march by any means necessary. 33% chance of 2% of pops in Cyprus become radical. 33% chance, big radicalization among the lower stratum pops, 10% in Cyprus. And 5% Civil War progress, or 33% chance of 5% reduced Civil War progress. Or let the procession go ahead. 5% of lower stratum pops in Cyprus become more radical automatically. 50% chance of increasing or decreasing Civil War progress. I'm going to go with stop that march. And revolution progress went up, but again, it's going to lose progress a little later. You can see we've slipped to 69 radicalism in the movement. Nice. But unfortunately, this is an example of the way, as movements that are capped go on, they do slowly get more radical, which creates a problem. However, having a presidential republic, once this is done, will really help us out in terms of making sure that we don't have a government that is having a problem as a result of not having the local governors in power. After this, we'll probably switch back to being just the intelligentsia and the rural folk again. That was an overall successful method. I'm pretty pleased with how it went overall. Let's enable fig orchards in the rice farms. I think that'll be fine. That's going to make them a lot more profitable. We have some options for electrification, which I think I may end up doing. In fact, let's focus some thoughts on that. I actually think public motor carriages does say it's going to be very effective. It's going to reduce engine demand, but increase car demand. We've got a lot of car demand in the Empire, though. We've got a lot of cars. But we've also got very high engine demand. What if... We could switch over to electric engines, but those actually take electricity to produce. That's right, we're producing a ton of cars. But we still need to produce more in order to make public motor carriages happen, so let's not worry about that. We could exempt the ones that will be unprofitable, but let's put a pin in it for now. A fort in a sea of anger. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal of Sinai, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks for now, if no relief is sent, the arsenal will fall to the insurrectionists. I couldn't sleep last night. The commander refuses to accept terms, and firing continues from both the arsenal and the emplacements that now surround it. After one loud blast, I sprung out of bed and went to my knees to pray as I'd never done before. A relief column could escalate tensions a little, but it's necessary. Oil in Tripoli, nice. There's 50% of servicemen pops become more radical. 66% chance of a reduction in civil war progress. 33% chance of a big increase in civil war progress. Or the mob could be emboldened by a surrender, but we need to take that risk. 33% chance of a big reduction. 5% chance of a small increase. 5% officer pops in Sinai become more radical. I'm going to go with the one that radicalizes servicemen pops. I think that's... Hey, we got a success. Wonderful. Oil. Encourage this trend. Oil is the future. Once again, we'll build up some oil. We're going to have a lot of oil rigs here, my friends. An absolute avalanche of oil. We're very near to getting to the end of this movement. I'm really hoping we get another success. It's a 76%, so I'm very, very optimistic. But of course, we're going to get one more revolution event before that finishes. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. It does appear that America has invaded Italy successfully and is continuing to invade Mexico. So Mexico might actually lose this war. Sweden remains uninvaded. Vultures upon a carcass. Opportunistic members of the armed forces have been defecting to the Sunni ulama's cause. Carrion crows pluck from fresh deaths, no matter the cause. Some, however, sense when a still-living beast is about to die. The creature will wait however long it takes for said meal to die, but better to be first there with the choicest pick of meat than hoping for scraps. So be it. Or we could try to coax some back, costing us some bureaucracy. I'm going to do the second one. It is a big hit to my bureaucracy, but it's worth it in the long run, I think. 30 days. Meanwhile, the Austro-Hungarian and German war is proceeding at pace. The Communist French Republic is... Are you a council republic? Yes, you are. And then French Republic is a presidential republic. Council Republic is also universal suffrage and multiculturalist, which is very interesting. We haven't. It's pretty hard to get multiculturalism in the current build of the game, so that's a surprise. Revolution in Central America. Come on, Presidential Republic. Yes! Alright. Abdulhamid is our new president. Abdulhamid Marshan. And we're now Turkey, and we're a vibrant shade of red. He's the head of the Industrialists. He is meticulous, a political operator, and a Republican. Interesting. So, I think the best way to go here, in terms of legitimacy, is to set up the agrarian and progressive Republican parties. So we'll go ahead and do that. Abdulhamid Marshan is still heading up the thing, but the Industrialists are not presently in power. So this is very good. We're doing very well. Now we do have a movement to enact a council republic, which we're not going to do because we just got to a presidential republic. But the movement for workers' protections. The Sunni ulema are opposed to it. Why are the Sunni ulema opposed to workers' protections? They like regulatory bodies, but not workers' protections. That's weird. Sunni ulema, why would you do this? Alright, we'll deal with the present situation for now. We've sorted out the immediate threat to our stability and integrity, and now we've become Turkey. Abdulhamid Marshan is not an historical character. Oh, you know what? We need to ungoof our authority here. So we don't need to suppress the local governors anymore. So we'll just go ahead and stop doing that. This is not an historical character. Who am I going to use for the portrait? I'll probably just use Mustafa Kemal, since he's he was the father of the Turkish Republic. In any case, we got a Greek mass migration from our country to Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires is lovely this time of year. How's our infamy doing? We're at reputable 8.0, and obligation owed to us by Sigu is expiring. Where is Sigu? Let's lock that in. Yeah, I don't know why they owe us an obligation, but you know what? Enjoy yourselves. I think maybe grabbing Sindh as a protectorate is the right call. 7.0 infamy? Yeah, let's do it. Might make Bengal a little salty, but, you know, could be a lot worse. What kind of army does Sindh have? Not much of one, so we'll just grab the 8th Turkish Army. And we'll put them on the front, and that will be the end of that. Assuming nobody gets involved, which I don't expect anyone to get involved. Great Qing has become embargoing us. Okay, alright. Am I going to need to try to get a treaty port in you? Because I will if I have to, but I truly would rather not. Oh my goodness. Oh, Carl Liebknecht. I know that guy. Alright, so I built those airplane things and didn't use them. That was dumb. That was really dumb. Let's go ahead and add a guy here. We'll grab... There's an ethno-nationalist. This guy's also an ethno-nationalist. This guy aligns with the Sunni ulema and he's a royalist. So we'll grab this one. Yeah, it's fine. What's a little bit of ethno-nationalism between friends? We're going to enable aerial recon for all of our main armies. Oh, this army doesn't have any commanders at all. What about you? You're a communist. Well, Maybe we'll grab you and an ethno-nationalist and we'll balance you guys out. Maybe we'll get someone who's... You're a social democrat. We'll add you in there and we'll give you a promotion. How's that sound? That'll be good. Hassa Orders 2 is going to get aerial recon. We're doing actually pretty good overall in terms of command capacity. 6th Turkish Army is going to get aerial recon. And then 8th Turkish Army... Can I do this while they're mobilized? This organization by 50%. That's okay. They have plenty of time to recover their organization. Spain sides with Sindh. Spain abandons Sindh. Yeah, you better run, Spain. That's very funny. Shortage of airplanes, but we should have War Machine Industries getting employed at a good clip. Right? You hiring people? Yeah, there we go. Unable to fully Why not? You got every... But I need the planes. No. Alright. They're hiring again. You're going to be profitable, son. You're going to be so profitable. It's going to hurt. Okay, I'm going to subsidize you for now. Just to get you on your feet. And then once you're on your feet, you're going to be so profitable it's going to hurt. You're going to make so many planes. You're going to be making planes for days. Weeks, even. They're having trouble hiring. Capitalists don't want to work here, which is interesting. Oh. I get it. You're having trouble hiring because I only have one army mobilized. And everyone's getting neutral over here. So let's go ahead and press forward in this war. Oop. We got do a promotion. Armed forces demand the promotion of Brigadier General Bahauddin Tohostin, showing his history of loyal and effective service. He's the ethno-nationalist. Well, fine. He's earned it. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. A newspaper banned under Turkish law has started being printed again under the permissive laws of the French Republic and smuggled across the border. You still have your copy, right? I'll pay you half of what you gave for it in Constantine. Her friend reluctantly handed over the paper. You know, my dad says it's all rubbish what it says about the president. Yeah, well, he can't read, can he? We can look the other way just this once. This makes everybody in the country mad. But it improves relations with France. Or crack down on everyone spreading this filth. This makes everybody happy. I'm going to go with the second one because I don't want everybody mad. The ace officer, Edem Bey, has gained renown not merely for utilizing aircraft in battle, but even for flying one himself over the skies of Baluchistan. The papers are calling him the Silver Fox. Are they now? Okay, exiles, dial it back. He's astounding. I can't tell if it'd be better to parade him around at home or to keep sicking him on everyone in Baluchistan. Hero worship will help us domestically. This increases war support by 10. I don't need that. But it gives him a home front war hero popularity bonus. But war heroes need to stay in the war. It gives him 30 offense forever. Oh my god, that's incredible. We're giving that the second one. Heck. That's a really, really solid bonus. Force comparison here is very strong. As you can see, we have much more complex fortifications than our enemies here. They've got trench infantry, and we've got squad infantry, and planes and everything. So we are, for sure, winning this battle. We've also got siege artillery. We've got some shrapnel artillery. I don't know how that's come about. Maybe I need to upgrade units in this army. I do. I don't know how that happened, but we'll go ahead and get those upgrading. We've got Sindh partially occupied at this point. We've got very high occupation speed because of all that recon that we've got. So, go ahead. We're still at the top of the rankings. Very pleased about that. We are winning this battle as well. And that gets Sindh fully occupied. And that means that this war is functionally over. So, we got ourselves a new protectorate, and we've become a presidential republic. Not bad for a couple of good years. But that is all we've got time for today. Yeah. Welcome to Turkey. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you all on the other side.